What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, this message is to my youngsters, man. All my youngsters in the hood. And hopefully it ain't for some of you older cats, too. But if it is, I hope you receive it just as well, man. Um, as y'all see by the topic, the title, street money is overrated. And what I mean by that is, we got a lot of us who have come down throughout the years who have got out there and sold some dope, did some hustling and try to advance, due to the conditions that we come up in. Sometimes it puts us in positions where we feel like we got to get out and get that street money, but it's overrated. And the reason why I say it's overrated because you got to understand that even in the dope game, there are only a handful of cats that actually make real big money. Everybody else is kind of on a smaller level, just really getting the crumbs. And when you think about how the system is set up, in particular for black people and people of color, the 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 punishment that you're gonna receive is not worth the crumbs that you're gonna make. Because of course it's disproportionate when you can have somebody who has just a little bit of dope and they can get 25, 30 years behind that. And most of the time, man, I could think growing up, a lot of my partners that were doing a little hustling, and the guys that I would see from a distance, man, them dudes was only making, on a good day, they might make 300, 400 on a great day. But for the most part, you're just getting enough really just to get by. And it's just not worth it when you think about the time that they were giving out. Also, when you think about the way that you were risking your life out there, because one thing about a drug dealer, man, a drug dealer has multiple enemies. A drug dealer has rival drug dealers, other guys that's out there trying to do the same thing that they're doing. You got the police out there. You got people that are trying to jack you and steal your money. People don't even sell dope; they just like to rob drug dealers. And then you got just your future, or that possible guilt that you may walk into as you come into the realization and understanding that you've been out here poisoning your people all this time, man. So the drug dealer got multiple enemies, man, multiple enemies. So when you factor in those things and factor in the amount of jail time that you're gonna receive, and factor in the fact that not many drug dealers get to actually retire. It don't work like that. Even the big ones. When you think about even some of the big boys who made millions of dollars, eventually they got caught and they got popped because the higher up you get, once you get on them folks' radar, all they do is just let you do what you do, and they build up a case. You might think you good for years and years and years, and you've been lulled into a sense of false security, and then they pop you, but they've been watching you the whole time. Some of the biggest drug dealers of all time are incarcerated right now as we speak. Guys who have seen millions of dollars pass through their hands. So it's overrated, man. It's overrated, and even when you have the few people that got a little something and they cleaned up the money. When I say clean up the money, I mean that they opened up businesses and things like that. It's just not worth it for the generations of people that you ruin by selling dope to somebody's mama and selling dope to somebody's sister, daughter, and just the lives that you destroy, you know. And you'll never get bigger than the real drug dealers. You'll never get bigger than the government. You never get bigger than the pharmaceutical companies. These are the real dope dealers, man. These are the people who out here doing it for real. They don't play for thousands. They play for billions. So we have to look at it from that angle, man, and ask ourselves, is it really worth it? Even my guys who sell or sold weed, a lot of those guys got a lot of time for selling weed, and then this hypocritical government turns right back around and they legalize it in some of the same states that they got guys still locked up for. So, prioritize, man. Prioritize and realize that, like I said, street money is overrated, and find something to do, man. There's more honor in working at McDonald's than it is out there poisoning your people, taking those risks for those crumbs. So it's your big brother K-Rino, man. I hope that helps somebody. Peace.